湾四面环海，海洋资源丰富。然而近年来，因为长期过度利用，已经造成台湾海洋生产力的衰退。因此，如何有效设置人工鱼礁来赋予台湾渔场机能，已成为当今推动台湾渔业发展的最重要课题。
过去我们用人工鱼礁大部分都做水泥礁，因为水泥礁有它的限制，一方面它比较小，而且比较容易沉到海里面去。慢慢我们觉得用大型的会更好，而军舰礁是我们觉得是目前来说最好的一种人工鱼礁。
从89年11月到92年4月，短短2年半，却已在全台各地完成了13座军舰礁的沉放作业。位于台北县贡寮乡的澳地，地处鼻头角与三貂角之间的湾澳中，一直是台湾东北角海岸的重要渔场。民国90年11月2日，庆阳舰军舰礁盛放于澳地外海。根据最近的调查发现，庞大的军舰礁体已经吸引各类鱼种栖息，使得这里已然成为东北角海岸最令人惊艳的大型海底公寓。石城位于宜兰县头城镇，万安舰曾创下台湾第一座军舰礁的首例。当阳舰则是当年试射雄风飞弹成功的第一艘军舰。如今退去战炮后，皆先后于民国89年11月19日和91年10月31日沉放于石城到龟山岛之间的人工鱼礁区中。投放至今，它已让各类软珊瑚将其冷硬的礁体装点得艳丽缤纷，同时更为台湾海洋生态种下了无限的新希望。东澳湾位于宜兰县苏澳镇南方。民国91年11月9日，居庸舰军舰礁沉放在东澳湾的人工鱼礁区。投放至今，已可见许多喜爱栖息鱼礁区的各类天竺鲷成群悠悠。奇莱比是位于花莲港北方的一块突出的峡角。民国90年10月13日的岳阳舰及91年11月10日的大同舰，皆沉放在奇莱比外海的人工鱼礁区。在近期的调查中，曾发现过一大群俗称黄鲫鱼的三线鲫鱼，可见本区的2座军舰礁已经收到良好的成效。绿岛是坐落于台东外海的一座活山岛。民国92年4月11日沉放在柴口外海人工鱼礁区的睢阳舰，是较晚沉放的军舰礁。相信只要假以时日，一定能为绿岛添加一座大型的华丽鱼礁。海口是坐落在恒春半岛西边的小海湾。民国91年12月30日，中荣舰军舰礁便沉放在海口外海的人工鱼礁区。此区发现数量最多的就属喜欢礁区上层快速窜游的乌尾东了。显然，他们已经把这艘中荣舰看成可栖身的珊瑚礁了。南福村坐落在屏东县东港外海的小琉球岛东南方。民国90年12月9日，台湾目前最大的一座军舰礁镇海舰便沉放在小琉球南福村外海的人工鱼礁区。庞大的礁体上还设置了许多电杆礁。虽然目前珊瑚群落尚未建构起来，却已经吸引了许多蝶鱼和光鳃雀鲷前来栖息，成为镇海舰军舰礁上最醒目的主角。外埔渔港位于苗栗县后龙镇，因为台湾西海岸大多为沙质地形，不利定期性的鱼类栖身，因此汉阳舰沉放至今不过8个月，却已见到许多深科鱼类在此聚集，可见军舰礁确实可为海洋带来不少新生。七美是澎湖群岛南方海域的岛屿。民国89年12月16日， 台湾第2座军舰礁凌云舰即沉放在七美东南方海域的人工鱼礁区。沉放至今，根据历次的调查，在凌云舰周围聚集的鱼群，目前大约有40种，俨然已成为澎湖南海新兴的龙宫天堂。定沟屿是澎湖县湖西乡东北方外海的岩礁。民国92年1月9日，5胜舰军舰礁便沉放在定沟屿海域的人工鱼礁区。你看那舰身上逐渐繁茂的藤壶和藻类，正代表未来还会有海绵、珊瑚和各色鱼类接连出现。内安北位于澎湖县西屿乡的西南方。民国92年3月29日，莱阳舰军舰礁沉放在内安北外海的人工鱼礁区。形形色色的海底生物犹如海中精灵，军舰礁则是我们为它们打造的海中森林，让它们生生不息，就是让我们永续繁荣。礁型多元化，资源再利用，是政府设置人工鱼礁的主要目的。未来渔业署仍希望继续和海军密切配合，陆陆续续将有更多的厨役舰艇转化为军舰礁。
老战士，您叱咤风云半个世纪，四海纵横久立巅峰，感谢您，老战士。这伟大的奉献，赋予了海洋重生的契机。祝福您，老战士，找到了新战场，再绽放生命永恒的光辉。
海军，我们非常谢谢他。我们在过去的几年中间，每年陆续有几条军舰呢作为人工鱼礁之用，这也表示海军的配合度非常高。我们也希望这个人工鱼礁的活动能够继续来进行，放更多的鱼礁在我们的海岸，生成更多的资源。
海洋用最深的蓝舞动生命的舞台，退役的军舰则用它最后的身躯迎接各色的海洋生物，为我们打造一座新的希望海洋。欢迎我们的蓝色新伙伴，与我们一起守护台湾的海洋，守住未来的希望。
This is not Palau, nor is it the wrecked Titanic. Actually, it is a warship-turned-reef, which will dedicate her last 50 years to safeguarding Taiwan and creating new hope for her seas. Enveloped by sea, Taiwan used to boast bountiful marine resources. However, marine productivity has been shrinking substantially due to excessive exploitation. How to utilize artificial reefs effectively to recreate productive fishing grounds has thus become the most serious issue in fishery development. In the past, artificial reefs were mostly made of concrete or fishing boats, which cost a considerable amount of money. With the deteriorating financial situation, the government cannot afford such a burden anymore. The advent of economic ship reefs thus brings new hope to our oceans.
过去我们用人工鱼礁大部分都做水泥礁，因为水泥礁有它的限制，一方面它比较小，而且比较容易沉到海里面去。慢慢，我们觉得用大型的会更好。而军舰礁是我们觉得是目前来说最好的一种人工鱼礁。
In November 2000, the Wan'an AP-523 was sunk off Shicheng Ilan, becoming the first ship reef. This event not only created a brand new fishery history, but also brought endless hope. By April 2003, 13 warships had been sunk. Surprisingly, this was done in just 2.5 years. Ship reefs are like undersea cities. These 3,000-ton complexes provide three-dimensional habitats for marine life. This shows that the decommissioned warriors are not lifeless hulls, but guardians of Taiwan's ocean. The 13 sunken ships are located around Taiwan and its outlying islands, the Qingyang off Aodi Taipei, the Wan'an and Dongyang off Shicheng Ilan, the Juyong off Dongao, the Yueyang and Datong off Chilai Cape Hualien, the Suiyang off Green Island Taidong, the Zhongrong off Haikou, and the Zhenhai off Nanfu Pindong, the Hanyang off Waipu Miaoli, and in Penghu, the Lingyuan off Chimei, the Wusheng off Dingo Island, and the Laiyang off Neian Bay. Located between Bito Cape and Sandiao Cape, Aodi is one of the most important fishing grounds in the northeast part of Taiwan. On November 2, 2001, the Qingyang was sunk off Aodi. According to a recent survey, the colossal hull has attracted a variety of fish, with pennantfish and stripies as the dominant species. It is easy to see schools of grunts, cardinalfish, and damselfish swimming around the hull. In addition, colonies of soft corals are flourishing on the hull. The biological evidence proves that the ship reefs are a prosperous undersea city. The Qingyang was one of the leading destroyers in World War II. In 1945, during the Okinawa battle, she was struck by a Japanese kamikaze pilot, suffering 30 casualties. After World War II, she resumed her duties and took part in the Vietnam War. In October 1971, the veteran was transferred to Taiwan and renamed Qingyang in celebration of its being the first ship bought by the ROC Navy. Shicheng is a small town located along Ilan's northernmost coastline. The town faces Guishan Island and boasts a complicated undersea topography. The Wan'an was the first ship reef in Taiwan, and the Dongyang was the first warship to successfully fire Xiongfeng missiles. This pair of old soldiers laid down their weaponry and became ship reefs on November 19, 2000 and October 31, 2002, respectively. They found their final home at the artificial reef site between Guishan Island and Shicheng. This site is one of the 2 government-designated marine ranching sites in Yilan County. Seeming to know she will take the lead to become the first ship reef, the Wan-An puts on shining makeup of soft corals to balance the coldness of her steel. A variety of fish now reside here. This means a complete ecosystem has been established. With this, we can see that infinite hope has been brought to our ocean. The Wan-An, a personnel and cargo transport ship built by the China Shipbuilding Company's Keelung branch, was commissioned on January 26, 1979. She carried out transport missions between Taiwan and its outlying islands, supported other ships, took part in maneuvers, and earned numerous distinctions. The Dangyang, the second warship-turned-reef, was once a U.S. destroyer in charge of search and rescue operations. By 1972, when she was transferred from Hawaii to the ROC Navy, she had fulfilled more than 800 missions. The most memorable of these was being the first ship to launch Xiongfeng Type 1 missiles and precisely hit the target ship. Lying south of Suao, Dongao Bay is located between Wuyan Cape and Wushibi Cape. Not only a picturesque spot, Dongao is a top choice for marine ranching. On November 9, 2002, the Juyong was sunken near the Dongao Artificial Reef Site. Artificial reefs, especially warship reefs, are a vital part of marine ranching. At present, schools of cardinal fish can be seen swimming nearby. This shows that the Juyong has been successfully transformed into a ship reef and has become a pioneer in marine ranching. The Juyong used to be a U.S. Auk-class minesweeper. In 1965, she was turned over to the ROC Navy in Seattle and refitted as a patrol, which meant she retreated from the front line and took the responsibility of protecting fishing boats. Chilai Cape is a prominent projection situated north of Hualien Harbor and has always been a landmark for ships sailing by. The Yueyang and Datong were placed near the artificial reef site off Chilai Cape on October 13, 2001 and November 10, 2002, respectively. In a recent survey, large schools of grunts were spotted migrating to the reef area. Every spring, juvenile fish visit ship reefs to feed, which indicates these 2 ships have produced good results by forming a productive marine ecosystem. The Yueyang was the first destroyer transferred to Taiwan from the States. In 1945, she supported the bombardment of Tokyo. After World War II, she continued cruising the South China Sea, Taiwan, and Okinawa. During her service in the ROC Navy, she accomplished more than 600 missions. Moreover, she was the champion of the 5-inch gun shooting contest in 1981. The Datong was originally a fleet ocean tug used to tug carriers. She took part in the Okinawa Battle and Korean War. In 1966, after transfer to the ROC Navy, she came to the rescue of the Zhongping at Bashir Channel and tugged the ship for over 1,300 nautical miles, setting an unprecedented example of Navy ocean rescue. From 1968 to 1971, she tugged numerous warships purchased from the States back to Taiwan. In 1971, she was selected as the Glorious Troop of the Year. Encircled with fringing reefs, Green Island is a volcanic island off Taidong. Chico is on the northern part of Green Island and abounds in diverse coral resources, making it a paradise for skin divers. On April 11, 2003, the Suiyang was sunk at the artificial reef site off Chico. Although it has only been sunk for 8 months, not even enough time for barnacles to grow, the Suiyang attracts many commercially valuable fish, such as amberjack and batfish. In time, a magnificent ship reef will surely be set up at Green Island. The Suiyang was built near the end of World War II and was transferred to the ROC Navy in 1978. In November 1986, she was equipped with a Changfeng Type 3 electronic warfare system. In December 1987, the warfare system was modified to Wujin Type 3. On the western side of Hengchun Peninsula and facing a small bay, Haikou is a small village in Checheng, Pingdong. On December 30th, 2002, the Zhongrong was sunk at the artificial reef site off Haikou. Of the fish found near the Zhongrong, the fast-swimming fusiliers are the most abundant. They inhabit the upper layer of the ship and take it as a natural habitat. Serving as a tank landing ship in the U.S. Navy during World War II, the Zhongrong was handed over to Taiwan after the war. On October 25, 1949, the Zhongrong berthed off the beach at Guningtou in Jinmen and succeeded in interrupting the communist troop landing. The so-called Guningtou victory turned the war in Taiwan's favor. Nanfu is a small fishing village located in the southeastern corner of Xiaoliuqiu Island off Donggang, Pingdong. Xiaoliuqiu is an uplifted coral island. A branch of the warm Kuroshio Current flows by, making it a famous fishing ground. The Zhenhai sank at the artificial reef site off Nanfu on December 9, 2001, and became the largest ship reef in Taiwan. Many pole reefs were set on the ship. Although a complete biological community has not yet been formed, schools of butterfly fish and damselfish can be seen swimming back and forth. They are typical species of the coral ecosystem and are stars of the ship reef. Built by the U.S. during World War II, the Zhenhai was once a dock landing ship. In the Korean War, she was the flagship for General MacArthur. Then in the 823 Battle of 1958 with China, she aided Taiwan with logistics to Jinmen. In 1977, she was bought by the ROC Navy and became the largest ship of this type. Located between Zhonggang Creek and Holong Creek, Waipu is a fishing port of Holong. At present, the Miaoli County government is transforming this traditional port into a recreational area. In this regard, the Hanyang was sunk at the reef site off Waipu and became the first ship reef on the western side of Taiwan. In fact, sandy substrate dominates the western coast and is not an ideal habitat for sedentary fish. In only 8 months, however, large numbers of Karangidi fish were seen congregating in the vicinity. This is a sign that the ship has attracted much marine life. Once a U.S. destroyer, the Hanyang took part in many wars, such as World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. In February of 1952,